Hey, Mo here with Brute Force Training. Today I'm going to show you how to build muscle and strength using our APC 3.0 weight vest. You can also use the same movements with your ruck if you wanted to, so you can switch those out. But before I get to this video, if you like this, please subscribe if you're not, and if you know someone that could benefit from this video, please share it. So you might be hearing me say you're going to build muscle and say, Mo, I really don't want to build muscle. You actually do. Everyone needs strength and everyone needs to build a little bit of muscle. You need to have that to be able to pick up your kids from the ground, to play with them, to carry groceries, to do things around the house. You need muscular strength, you need a little bit of muscular size, and you need muscular endurance to operate in life. And like our motto says, that helps you stay ready for anything at any time under any circumstance. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna talk you through 3 different movements using what's called an eccentric load. You might be more familiar with the term negative. So what is an eccentric load first? An eccentric load is essentially a contraction when the muscle is lengthening. So when I do a bicep curl, when I curl my arm up, I'm doing a concentric contraction. When I lower my arm, I'm doing an eccentric contraction. So when you lower your body, when you're doing movements at a tempo, so for example, I'm gonna show you in a second, a push-up, when I lower myself down at a pace, I'm doing an eccentrically loaded push-up. Now, a way we can do this in order to, if you really wanna maximize and gain muscle, what I would have you do is do push-ups with your weight vest or maybe even bench press. And then once you're quite fatigued, then you can go into that eccentric load, which I'll show you in a second. What that does, the eccentric load actually causes more damage and tears more of the muscle fibers. In doing that, when it heals and repairs, it's going to repair with more muscles and more muscle fibers and more density, increasing your strength and again, increasing muscular hypertrophy. So here's what we would do. So for example, if I'm going to do a push-up, instead of just doing a standard push-up where I lower myself down, press back up, I'm going to take a 4-second negative or eccentric load. And I'm not going to touch my chest to the ground. I'm going to pause right before I hit the ground. So I'll come down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I might hold it, 1, 2, and then press up. Come back down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 1, 2, press up. Now let's say I can't do that just yet. I can't do push-ups or a lot of push-ups with my weight vest. Well, you can do them kneeling, or what you can do is when I get to the position where I'm here, if I can't really do a push-up, I can get to my feet and lower myself down, hold it, go to my knees, then press myself back up, and then repeat that process. So with an eccentric loaded push-up, what I would tell you to do is start with a 4-second negative, a 1 to 2 second pause, and then press back up. Again, if you need to press up on your knees, feel free to do that. And reminder again, you can do this with a vest or the ruck. I would do 3 to 4 sets of about 6 reps, 8 at most, but start out with 6 because you're gonna be quite sore when you're finished with that, okay? So you can add this to the end of a workout, or you can just do this on your own if you're just using your brute force vest or any other plate carrier or vest. Now, let's go to legs. One of the things I like to do with legs, because if we're always doing squats, meaning a bilateral movement, you can gain muscle, strength, and size obviously with that. But what ends up happening is you're going to lean to one side over the other. There's always going to be that dominant side that you have. So what I like to do instead, or to supplement with it, is a split squat. So from here, what I would do again, if I don't lose my balance, is, and also check this out, mentioning balance, when I stand with my feet here, so I'm hip width apart. When you get into a lunge or split squat, people make a common mistake of trying to walk a tightrope, and you can see how it's hard for me to balance. So what I do is I stand with my feet hip or shoulder width apart, take a step back, that's my position. So from here, how I would do this negative, same thing. 4, 3, 2, hold, 1, 2, stand up, driving through the heel, okay, and repeat. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold, and then back up. Now, if you really want to challenge yourself, you can also do a 4-second concentric phase. So check this out. Here's how I do this. I like to hold my imaginary ball so that keeps my posture upright. 4, 3, 2, hold. 1, now I'm doing an isometric contraction. 2, 3, 4, now stand up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right before my leg locks out and I lose the tension, I go back down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4 seconds. Come back up for 4 seconds. Going through that, so you could see that one repetition where if I'm going down, 1 1000, 2 1000, it takes 2 seconds. Whereas with this load, going down for 4-second eccentric load, holding it, then standing back up, that's about 10 seconds. Or if I do that whole operation of 4 seconds down, 4-second pause, 4 seconds up, it's taking 16 seconds to do 1 rep. So try to do that, play with it. You can do the same thing with push-ups. You can do this even without the weight vest if you need to. But that time and attention is creating, and it's actually activating more muscle fibers. So you're using fast twitch, you're using slow twitch, using those little in-between ones. So everything, every muscle fiber, every nerve that you need to push or squat or do whatever, you're gonna utilize when you slow down. There's an old saying in bodybuilding, if you wanna grow, go slow. What do we do for back? So we talked about chest, we talked about legs. You can do the same thing with a pull-up. Pulling yourself up, slowly lowering yourself down, full extension, and then pulling back up. If you need to do something like, Mo, I can't do pull-ups. Okay, great. You can get a bench and a lower bar, pull yourself up, pick your feet up as much as you can, and lower yourself down all the way back down to full extension. Okay, so those are 3 movements that you can do and use to, again, gain muscle, gain strength, increase your muscular endurance, and really maximize your use of your brute force vest or your ruck. So let me know if you have any questions on this. Leave them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer. Thank you always for your support. And also, if you don't have one of these weight vests or one of our brute force race rucks, head over to bruteforcetraining.com and get one now.